Aries for Friday, all right? Let's see, Father, what do we have for Aries for Friday, all right? We got the Nine of Cups, wishes come true, wish fulfillment. That means everything that you've been wishing for, hoping for, and praying for is manifesting itself, okay? So don't have any doubts just if you don't see it or anything like that. This is also a card of do what you want to do today, okay? Being selfish, getting everything that you want out of the day, because one of those things is like it's 9 cups and you pour and you pour and you pour into everyone else's, but what about yours? Okay, 9 cups. The 9 of cups usually has this person like in the middle and it's 9 cups around it. That means my cups are full. I'm filling them, okay? If no one else is pouring into me, I'm pouring into me. So Aries, I see that you're pouring into yourself, and if not, now is the time to do it. Make sure this weekend that you really start to just generate that love for self, okay? Pouring into you, the World card and the Four of Swords. You've learned lessons when it comes to pouring too much into other people because it's exhausting. The World card, okay? Which means, okay, it's finally time. It's finally time to pour into you. This is to close that cycle of overpouring. Closing that cycle of letting other people charge their cord in your energy, okay? Everybody's gimme, gimme, gimme. Parents, kids, your lover, your friends, your family members, everybody's just gimme, 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 gimme. And you're closing that cycle. You're closing that chapter, and I love this for you, okay? You're finally deciding to get some rest. The Four of Swords talks about getting rest and being mentally exhausted, okay? So you could be mentally exhausted all week, and this is how you finish your week out. By saying, you know what? I'm not caring about whatever everybody else is saying right now. They could be saying this or whatever or that, but it's time to pour into me. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I need the rest. Everybody, be still. Peace, be still, okay? Because I need this time. And even though I'm using the word selfish because that's how, society views it as, it's not selfish to take time to yourself, okay? So make sure you take time to yourself, pour into yourself, fill those cups up this weekend. Don't go into next week exhausted. That's what I'm hearing from Father. Do not go into next week exhausted. This is your time. So take time to yourself, okay, Aries? That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you. Taurus for Friday. Okay, let's see, Father, what do you have for Taurus? Taurus for Friday, Father. Let's see. Oh, it wanted to flip all the way around and flip some more. 8 of Wands. Maybe you've been having some weird connection, like communication with someone, okay? Your communication may have felt off, when it comes to your words. It's like people are taking it the wrong way, but it's not about how you're talking to them. It's about how they're understanding or how they're accepting your words. You may have been gentle. You may have been kind. You may have been, look, I'm going to hold your hand and say this nicely. And they still didn't get it nicely, Don't let people project their energy on you, because I just see that. I see there's like weirdness when it comes to communication. The 8 of Wands talks about communications and things like that. And I feel like you're over explaining yourself sometimes just because there's a skew in communication. I'm hearing the word skew. A skew in communication. It's not that you're not delivering it. The message is traveling, but it's not reaching their ears. It's falling on deaf ears. So don't get upset with yourself. Don't get frustrated this weekend. Just, say that you've done all you can, because you have. You've communicated things properly and as easy as you can, and you've actually at some point this week gone overboard with your softness. Like, okay, because I just keep hearing, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Like, that's you, like trying to coach someone through the words so they don't say, oh, you're coming off mean, or you're upsetting me or whatever. You're like, look, I couldn't have said it any nicer. I don't know what you want from me. Don't get frustrated. It's not you, okay? Your hidden energy is the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. Yeah, that's a lot of things going on in your household, a lot of things going on in your home, okay? 2 of Pentacles is about juggling. You've been trying to balance this in a beautiful way, but for some reason it's not being taken the proper way. And you just have to say, hey, I did my best. I tried, okay? 4 of Wands here. 4 of Wands is the community, helping out maybe, or, just things happening in your home, like I said. Lots of this miscommunication. That's it, And that's because you tried. You tried. 2 of Pentacles. It's like, I've juggled this. I've tried to balance this out. I've tried it the nice way. I've tried it the hard way. I tried it the nice way again. What can you do, okay? Peace be still in your home. That's all you can do. Just, forget about it. There's nothing else that can be done, okay, Taurus? That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you. Gemini for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Gemini for Friday? Gemini for Friday. All right, it flipped a little bit, but we got the Emperor, okay? You standing on business, okay? This is you being firm, being the authority, saying, hey, all right, I'm in control. No one controls me. I control this. I'm controlling my narrative. I'm controlling my storyline. I'm controlling what people say. No, you can't say that. Because I feel like people talk, you know what I mean? Gemini, I'm just hearing people talk, and you're like, oh, don't say that. But people respect your authority. You're not saying it out of force. You're not saying it out of power. You're not saying it like, hey, if you say that, I'm going to beat you up or anything. You're saying this out of firmness that allows people to respect you, okay? I'm just seeing the respect being given. Like, oh, you're right. Let me not speak on that. I'm seeing firm. You are absolutely in control right now. And I love it. I love it because I feel like at some point you felt out of control earlier this week. That's what I'm hearing here. Is that you felt out of control a bit. And so now that you've gained, you're standing on business. You're not allowing anybody to rock you at this point, okay? 2 of Swords, and then we got 8 of Wands. Yeah, somebody may be considering still calling you or contacting you or something, but you're firm. I see you picking up the phone like, what do you want? What? Because, again, standing on business. Two of Swords talks about, somebody trying to make a decision here. And I don't think you're the one trying to make a decision because you come out as the Emperor like, I am firm. You've already made your decision. You've made a choice already, okay? Your choice has been made. And here comes somebody calling you or something like that with the 8 of Wands or texting you, trying to sway your decision. And you're like, no. You're in control. You don't care how it makes somebody else feel because you've gone through those emotions already. And so at this point, it's like, yeah, what now? What do you want from me? Why are you calling me? What do you need? May I help you? It's a respect thing. It's not cussing anybody out. Like, let's be clear, okay? I'm being clear. It's not, putting somebody down or anything like that. It's just so firm that it's like, oh, you make somebody feel like, oh, why did I call them? I'm sorry, my bad, Anyways, that's what I see for you, Gemini. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed week. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, I should say. Thank you. Cancer for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do you have for Cancer for Friday? That's a lot of cards that tried to come out. Hold on, Father. Let's see what we got here. We got us a message. We do. All right, we got the Chariot. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. No matter what people say, keep your eyes on the prize, okay? The Chariot comes to say, stay focused. You could even be traveling this weekend, okay? Cancer, I'm seeing a little bit of travel here, okay? Even if it's from city to city, maybe you're traveling to another country, maybe you're traveling to another state, whatever. Some of you guys are traveling. Some of you guys just stay focused, stay determined, stay focused, stay determined. I just keep hearing it on the loop. Stay focused, stay determined, stay focused, stay determined, okay? Because I feel like people are coming in as distractions. Don't allow anybody to distract you. That even could mean a romantic partner or something like that. Don't allow people to distract you. Because distractions can come, and before you know it, instead of handling business, you're all like, enveloped in their world and what they got going on, and, caring about stuff that doesn't matter to you and things like that. So be careful, okay? Because I am seeing a bit of distractions coming in. That's why Father's saying focus, stay focused, stay driven, stay focused, stay driven. And especially if you're driving anywhere, for obvious reasons, stay focused, okay? Don't get distracted by anything. Put that phone down, okay? Don't let people in the car distract you. Don't let people on the phone distract you. Things like that. Hidden energy is the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is another thing that says travel. You could be traveling, okay? 6 of Swords. Maybe you're driving a lot this weekend or something like that. But yeah, I mean, you have a lot of things to do. 2 of Pentacles is about juggling a lot of things at one time. So a lot on your to-do list this weekend. So with that being said, stay focused, stay driven, stay focused, stay driven. Oh gosh, it's driving me crazy. So I get to drive you a little crazy because this is what I'm channeling here, okay? Don't blame me, I'm just the messenger. And it's bugging me too. But I have to keep telling you what it's saying. Stay focused, stay driven, stay focused, stay driven. Two of Pentacles is like I'm juggling. I'm juggling a lot of things. I got to make sure I do this, and I got to make sure I do that, and I got to make sure I do this, and I got to make sure I do that. In order for everything to work out perfectly, don't get distracted. Write things down. And if you're driving anywhere or traveling anywhere, like the Six of Swords, just know that you'll be safe. You'll make it safely. But I do see a lot of travel. 2 cards to say travel, you know what I mean? And Six of Swords means that you'll get to your destination smoothly. So yeah, stay focused, stay driven. That's what I got for you, Cancer. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you so much. Leo for Friday. All right, Leo, let's see, Father, what do we got for Leo for Friday? Leo, we got the High Priestess in reverse. Oh my gosh, pay attention to your intuition. I feel like today and this weekend, you might have some things that try to distract you from things that you already truly know. Okay? I'm feeling like you have the balance. This is just external things. Like somebody may whisper into your ear something, create a sense of doubt to you. Stick to your intuition, okay? Because I'm feeling like these are just lies. Somebody's just, you know what I'm saying? And they might not even know that they're lying, but they, you know, plant something inside your... And for some reason, you ignore your intuition. You're thinking logically, okay, that makes sense. And the person who shared the information is like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to give this person advice, and that makes sense. And you're like, oh, that makes sense. But it doesn't make sense to you. For you, I should say, because I'm being corrected right now. Father's like, doesn't make sense for you. So you got to pay attention to the things that make sense for you. Advice is good advice, and that's cool and all. But if it doesn't make sense for you, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing? Pay attention to your intuition. Trust your intuition more than anybody else's advice, okay? Your hidden energy is the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Wands. And just the fact that I tripped up over those words, 8 of Wands is all about communication. Like I said, somebody planting something in your head, an idea in your head, something that makes sense, but it doesn't always make sense to you. Ace of Wands is all about an opportunity, you know, a passionate opportunity or something like that. And it's like, okay. But opportunities, all opportunities, like I always tell y'all, aren't good opportunities. So you have to be the judge when an opportunity presents itself, okay? So with that being said, you know, the High Priestess in reverse, like I said, somebody's communicating and they might not be communicating properly, you know, the things that they, you know, that you should be hearing or whatever. But the 8 of Wands is that communication. Like I said, somebody whispering, it's planting something in your ear that doesn't make sense to you. Might make sense. I keep saying this because Father keeps emphasizing that it's going to make sense, but it's not going to make sense for you. You have to have that discernment, okay? Anyways, we got the Ace of Wands here as well. So yeah, trust your intuition. It's time you turn that around. Turn that around, because I don't like to see the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess coming anyways lets me know that you do have a good, strong intuition, but you're ignoring it, okay? Trust your intuition. That's what I have for you for the weekend. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, and I hope you enjoy it, Leo. Thank you. Virgo. Okay, Virgo for Friday, Father. What do we have for Virgo for Friday? Let's see, Virgo. Let's see. Oh, that was a lot of cards. Lord, we're going to take them. We're going to take them. We're going to take them because we got to see what's going on here. We got the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. What's happening? King of Wands is the Strength card. It's something that you're working on or working towards. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And then my hands are over here. I'm just holding the 2 cards that are your hidden energy stable, because this is a lot of cards to look. Not for me to interpret, just a lot of cards to come out, because you know I only do like 1 or 2 cards. Anyways, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There's something happening at your job, or maybe something happening with working on yourself here. And it has a lot to do with your passionate energy and what you want to do, you know, because it came Knight of Wands reversed, okay? It looks like somebody's really trying to hinder you, either at your job or somebody's trying to hinder you as far as what you want to do, as far as working on yourself. Say you want to like work on yourself and you're in a relationship where they're pulling you away from like, you know, doing the care and the self-work that you need to do. Or they want to tell you not to take a job that you really know that you can succeed in, or something like that. And even if it's a at work, I'm seeing like, you know, somebody's dimming your light. They're making it really, really like your talents aren't being seen enough and things like that. Okay, Virgo, be careful, because we got the King of Wands and the Strength card. Both of these cards indicate that you need to have the strength, the courage to stand up to these people and know your worth. Know your worth like no other, okay? Don't let anybody treat you any type of way in a relationship, and don't let anyone treat you any type of way in a work environment. Those are two very strong energies here, okay? Because Eight of Pentacles reverse, it's like, what? Not you interrupting my grinding too. Stop interrupting my grinding. You know, Beyonce with her, I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. Because you shouldn't be. You should be unapologetically you. And that means, you know, showcasing your strengths and being strong in what you know. King of Wands energy is very authoritative. I create. I do. These are my passions. This is what my vision is, you know. This is what I'm good at. So let me exercise my visions and stuff like that. And somebody's holding you back. It could be a relationship or it could be a work relationship here. Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords. You're trying to tell them that you're ready to go. Eight of Wands is that change that needs to happen, and that communication that also needs to happen. And the Ten of Swords is it's over. It's over. Because you can't thrive in this environment. You can't thrive in all these reverses. You feel what I'm saying? You're not thriving here. And so again, the courage, and the strength to walk away from that, because you have so much more to offer the world. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Virgo. Libra. All right, Libra. Let's see, Father. What do we have for Libra for Friday? Libra for Friday. Let's see. All right, we got two cards, Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. Oh, taking care of yourself this weekend, starting with today, okay? Starting with today, putting you first, taking time out for yourself. First off, you could be wanting to do your hair this weekend or this Friday. You could be like, you know, really making plans to just be alone for a second. Spend time on you. Spend time on the small things, creating a bath for yourself, or, you know, cooking good food for yourself. You just need time alone. The Empress is all about self-care and self-worth. Okay, loving on you. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about doing that in a state of being alone in solitude. Like, you know, enjoying the fruits of your labor. You've worked hard, so now you need to enjoy the fruits of your labor, okay? This is important to you, and I really feel like you're going to make time this weekend to do this, okay? Because I just feel like you've been working hard. I'm getting like, I work hard, so I deserve it. You know, even if it's just scrolling on something and deciding to buy something spontaneously, you work hard, so you deserve it. Yeah, go ahead and buy that, you know, because the universe sees you and they see all your efforts and all your work. Nine of Pentacles is your harvest. Your harvest. So harvest it, okay? Don't feel guilty about it. Don't even feel guilty about spending time alone. Don't feel guilty about spending time doing the things that you need to do, such as your hair, your nails, your you know, washing your car, whatever the case may be. Your hidden energy is the Nine of Cups and the Moon. Yeah, you need some time in solitude. Nine of Cups is like, I got to pour into my own cup, okay? The Moon indicates, you know, like, you know, it's one of those things where even if I got to go sneak off and do it, I got to pour into me, you know. You need time alone. Time alone because you deserve it, okay? Even if no one knows about it, okay? You know, say you wait until 3 o'clock in the morning, God forbid, but, you know, say you got to wait until 3 o'clock in the morning, midnight or whatever, to get that alone time, to get that time to yourself. You deserve it. And you don't even feel bad about doing it because it feels good to get that time in. And say the next day you sleep, you know what I'm saying? You sleep in because you deserve it. You spent that time, you know, turning the world off for a second. The Moon card is giving me time alone with your emotions as well, okay? Turning the world off and spending time with you and your emotions and sitting with self. And that's very important, and especially for your self-worth and your self-care. That's what I got for you. I hope this helped and blessed, Libra. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Thank you. Scorpio for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Scorpio for Friday? Scorpio. I don't know why sometimes I hear it like that, like the count. Scorpio. Because y'all have the planet of transformation, you know what I'm saying? And that's like, you know, life and death, and that's vampire-ish, like the count off of Sesame Street. Anyways, Scorpio. You got the Fool and the Six of Swords, okay? That's so funny because I think you got the Fool in reverse or something like that. You're ready to travel. Scorpio, you are on a traveling thing. I don't care what deck of cards I use, what day it is. This week has all been about being focused on traveling and doing it no matter what people think or say. You've been planning this for a minute now, and you're getting ready to execute this. Jumping out the window, letting things go. I'm glad to see the Fool come in upright this time, okay? Because I think the Fool came in reverse yesterday, okay? And that's so interesting because I love to see it. I love to see it. This is why I use different decks for that purpose. Because the energy doesn't change, yo. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, what you see is what you see, especially when it repeats itself. If you've ever gotten a private reading from me, you would know that I use separate decks for different questions. And if the card repeats itself, then it's very, very important to pay attention because there are 78 cards in the deck. And what are the chances of that, right? Especially in a whole nother deck, okay? Energy does not lie. But anyways, I see you absolutely making a plan to jump out the window, take this leap of faith and travel somewhere. The Six of Swords talks about just moving forward to calmer waters, but it also means traveling to a different location. You could be really, really ready to like move or something like that. You're ready to move. I don't know if you're traveling overseas or traveling to another state, or if you're just, you know, trying to move locations as far as a new apartment, a new home, or whatever. Pull the trigger because you got this, okay? All right, your hidden energy is the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, sometimes you have doubts, though. Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. You're scared of change because you're like, man, what if I get out there and I don't have enough money? What if I do this and I don't have enough money? This is all about money, okay? So this is what you've been preparing for, but you're ready. Father is indicating to me that you're ready. Stop being fearful of things, okay? You're ready. You're ready. You're looking at your finances like, oh my gosh, you know, these changes. Eight of Wands talks about changes and things like that. And it's like these changes, what if I go broke? Five of Pentacles energy. But that's a lack mindset. Don't ever think like that, okay? And don't ever claim broke. You might just have to budget a little bit better and budget a little bit more. But you never know. Miracles happen every day if you keep your mind on the right thing, okay? And I make no jokes about that. I'm a testimony, all right? I hope this information helped and blessed you. Have a beautiful weekend and just do it, okay? Okay, Scorpio, just do it. Sagittarius for Friday. All right, let's see, Father, what do we have for Sagittarius for Friday? Sagittarius for Friday, Father. Sag. Oh, why did it split two different ways? And they both reverse. Six of Swords reverse and the Eight of Swords reverse. You don't want to get out your head. You don't want things to move forward. You got to let things go, okay? I feel like there's an argument or a fight or a disagreement or something that you just haven't moved on from. Six of Swords, like, okay, so it came like this, okay? Six of Swords reversed, all right? But Six of Swords upright is like, okay, you're moving on to calmer waters. Things are looking good. You know, you move from like bad times to good times or whatever. But for some reason, you don't want to move on, okay? You don't want to move on. The Six of Swords came in reverse. Like, nope, I'm not moving on from this, okay? And that's the Seven of Swords. Sorry, I don't know why I thought that said Six of Swords. But the Seven of Swords is even worse because both of these are like, you're still paying attention to lies. You're still paying attention to your mind. The Eight of Swords is like that mental prison that you're holding on to for sure. Eight of Swords is that mental prison. And for some reason, you're not letting something go, okay? And this is a lie that you told yourself. The devil is a lie. That's what I heard, okay? Seven and Eight of Swords, both reverse. Even though I thought it was the Six of Swords, still the same message applies. You're still not moving forward because you're stuck in your mind about something here, okay? Woo! The Tower, the Two of Wands. Can't make this up. I cannot make this up. The Tower is like, you know, sudden destruction. Sudden, like, you know, you're not like you're... I just hear I'm a prisoner of my own mind. You are, and you won't let something go. The Tower is a test, and you're being tested right now, and you're not letting it go, okay? This is disaster. This is, oh my gosh, things are all crumbling down, and I'm just going to sit and wallow in it. Everything's falling apart in my life, and I'm just going to wallow in it. I'm not going to, you know, listen to all the stuff that tells me everything's going to be okay. Okay, yeah, sure. This is you right now. And I mean, you know that things are going to be good, but you're not listening to yourself. So the Seven of Swords is here saying you're lying to yourself. Two of Wands. You have a choice, though. You have a choice. You can pick the path of least resistance, which is to let things flow because things do get better, or you can just believe that nothing's going to get better and that's going to be where your head is going to stay. You have a choice, though. Two of Wands is about a choice. You can choose what path you want to go on at this point. So no one can get you out of this but you, though. You can't call on nobody. You can't call on a reader or somebody to help you feel better about this. Life is falling apart. Capricorn for Friday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we got for Capricorn for Friday? That came out immediately. The Eight of Pentacles. There's something involving work here, okay? Your job or something like that. I feel like all week something's been happening at work or in your career, okay? I'm hearing changes. Changes, and plans have been being made in your career. Some kind of new job, new job path, maybe a promotion, a raise, or some kind of new movement here. I'm just hearing job, something new, something changing. Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You're getting out of your head when it comes down to something. You've been in your head telling yourself lies about something. And finally, things are looking and feeling brighter and lighter, okay? You're letting go of some of the baggage in your brain because the Seven of Swords comes to say, like, you know, this lies, these manipulations, these things in your head that tell you you can't or you won't or you'll never get to this destination. And the Six of Swords comes to say, yes, you will. Yes, you will. So choose to stick to that, okay? Choose to stick to that path because at work, I feel like sometimes you may lie to yourself or tell yourself that, okay, I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to get a better position. I'm trying to do this. And for some reason, it's just kind of like you get in your head and you tell yourself, oh my gosh, what if it never happens? What am I going to do? And Father's like, chill. You know, all of that is behind you now. The Six of Swords comes to say, like, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel, all that choppy stuff, all those choppy thoughts that you were thinking are finally smoothing out. Smooth sailing from here on out. Your thoughts get clearer. Your thoughts get more supportive in your endeavors and more supportive of you. As I split the deck, we got the Tower because you've been worried about things going wrong. And Five of Cups, you've been worried about things going wrong for so long, okay? You might be still worried about things going wrong for so long, but don't worry because things get better, okay? Things are getting better in your energy, okay? That's what I have. The Star card. Things get better, okay? Have faith. Have faith and know that things are getting better, all right? No matter how much you feel like, oh my gosh, things are changing in my life and whatever, things are changing for your good, okay? Even if it doesn't feel like, if it feels like it's happening too fast or something like that, it may be a bit scary because I feel like you plan a lot more, but just know that things are getting better, okay? You're being guided in the right direction. That's what I have for you. I hope this helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Aquarius for Friday, all right? Let's see, Father, what do we got for Aquarius for Friday? Aquarius for Friday. My Aquas, what do we got for you in the weekend? Nine of Wands. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. I'm hearing that song, I just can't give up now. Come too far from where I started from. Nobody said that this journey would be easy, but he did not bring you this far to leave you. Nine of Wands. Don't give up, okay? Nine of Wands. Anyways, your hidden energy is the Death card and the Knight of Pentacles. It just seems like this transition is taking forever. I just feel like you're like, oh, when? But remember, when we're faced with certain things like that, it just does take a while for transitions to complete themselves, for transitions to happen. This is major. This isn't like, oh, this is just going to flip the switch and your life changes. This is like, okay, we got to do this and that and that and that to change your life. So there are beautiful changes that are happening in your life, but it feels like it's taking forever because we got the Knight of Pentacles, which is like slow moving energy. Slowly but surely, we're getting there to this new chapter. Why are we changing the page so slowly? And then we got the Death card. Okay, Death card is all about those transformations and things like that I'm telling you about. But again, you just feel like it's happening so slowly. I just heard a slow and painful death. It's a lot of things and a lot of habits that you had to get rid of that, you know, if you had done this quickly, you would just revert back to the old you. If you had, you know, Your relationships have been ended quickly. You would still just revert back to the old you. So this is you really just, you know, slowly but surely getting into the good part of being who you are and being comfortable with this change. It's almost like growing a bone and mending a bone together. It can't happen fast. This transition has to happen slowly. It takes months and months and months. And for some of you guys, it may even have taken years. But this is a transition that's necessary for you, because we got to grow it back properly. We got to keep patching it up. We got to keep working on our physical therapy and our mental therapy, because that all comes with the package of growth. That all comes with the package of transitions and healing. Okay? Don't give up. Don't give up just because it's taking a long time. Don't give up. Okay? Nine of Wands. Sorry. 9 of Wands. I hope that helped and blessed you. Have a beautiful, blessed, amazing weekend. Thank you so much. Pisces for Friday. All right, let's see, Father. What do we got for Pisces for Friday? Pisces, we got the 3 of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. It's like one day you're healing, the next day you're not. One day you're like, I don't care, I want to be who I am or whatever, and you're not trying to change any habits. I am who I am. You know, and that's what I'm getting here, is that I am who I am. The 3 of Swords in reverse is like you've been healing, but sometimes some of the bad habits come back and you're like, oh, well, I am who I am. I'm doing how I want to do, okay? Doing how I feel. Be careful with that, okay? Because the 3 of Swords, that's that healing energy and healing taking place. And, you know, you really have been healing in a lot of good ways. But be careful about accepting some of the old parts of you, okay? Especially if you've transitioned. And that sometimes that change to that new part of you doesn't feel great. Because I have to admit, sometimes, okay, when you stop drinking, it's like, man, I do want to drink. I am who I am. I'm going to drink. Or I stopped smoking. I am who I am. Let me light this up. Or I am who I am. Let me talk to whoever and, you know, sexually promiscuous. Or, you know, gambling or anything like that. Because I am seeing like the devil come back a little bit and say, nah, forget that healing. We good. Your hidden energy is the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Don't give up on this, okay? You've already made the decisions and the choice. The 2 of Swords is all about that choice being made already, okay? Or maybe you're still wavering with it, but don't give up and be strong. Be strong in your healing. Be strong in your new life. Be strong in the new things and your new habits, okay? Because the 9 of Wands talks about strength. And you know, not giving up even though you're tired. You're tired of, like, you know, the changes that have been made in your life, and you just want to go back to the old you. And sometimes it's mainly because it feels comfortable there. Okay, but the 2 of Swords is making that decision. Making that decision, because everything in your life is about choices. So again, when I talked about that drinking and stuff like that, we know that we're healing, and sometimes we might be like, oh man, forget it. I'm going to make the choice to drink tonight because that's just who I am. Oh, well, you know, I get it. Acceptance is part of it. So I mean, there's no shame here, no guilt here. There's no guilt tripping here either. I am not getting on you. Father's not getting on you. What he's saying is that, you know, be careful of the choices that you make, okay, in your healing. Know that you're still healing. If you make that choice today, don't continue to make that same choice tomorrow negatively, okay? Make a good choice each and every day. And even when you can, or even when you just say, you know, caution to the wind, let me do what I used to do because it feels good. Make sure you're still wake up the next day and still be about your healing. So heal this weekend. Continue on your healing path. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this information helped and blessed. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend.